A game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cook. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, running back on the move. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, debunked. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
With a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle. field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. To the air on first down. Caught, close to the marker, it's Cook. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's incomplete on third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
They couldn't find the uprights on that 51-yard field goal attempt, so they'll give up the football. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 34. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, he found the space on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll run it. It's Reed. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The pull and throw off the RPO. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Panthers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Next going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cook. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. And the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires one deep over the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Power football with the run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
He'll field the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. He leaves it with his back. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. To the air, it's Holstein. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Have the ball back and ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
On the ground with the counter. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And a really nice job by the defense of winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quick strike complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Got it in the middle, it's Williams.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Williams.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
The play action fake. That's caught. It's Johnson. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Panthers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Panthers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Holstein. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. From the gun, the ground game. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. Defense in press coverage. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Fires and picked off.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see that quarterback make.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Syracuse lines up on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug
the punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up end. Turning on the Jets. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Got a man. It's Cook. Push down for the tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Looking downfield very late in the half. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Syracuse has it in the red zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That brings them to within one. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. He gets a block. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Ready to try the point after. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Those opportunities opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Cook. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have He uncorks one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll try the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, that play was supposed to go to the outside.
Well, and the defense knew that too. They saw the sweep right away, got to the outside, understood where the ball was trying to go. Listen, if you put those guys in a cage and you set an edge really hard.
Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Punt is in the air. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got it.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20, the 10, touchdown, Pitt. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way home.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cook. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's James. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Looking for a huge play. He's got it along the sideline. Wide open on the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cuse.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Offense is back on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it. Turning it on! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Panthers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage. And as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
The field goal is no good. Still up by 8 after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Nixon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
And take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners and covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
Looking for a gap. It's Nixon. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Toss to the outside. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To throw, it's Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. 1st down, they dial up the pass play, but you're not able to get him on the ground. And now they've gotten another 1st down.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Reed. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Gets rid of it. Caught over the middle, it's Turner. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running it.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Slams it ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Trying to pound it in. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
What a lucky break for the running. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up and you're like, oh, no, and just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake in fumbling in the first place.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat him, a 5-point lead here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Cook. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Lost the fire on 2nd down. And they're not on the same page there.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes his shot. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's it. Back-breaking. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Finds his man, it's Turner. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Panthers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Cook. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Gill.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Gill. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Intercepted to stop the threat. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. the vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports who's motivated for these games. So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.